Good morning, Pioneers. I'm Joaquin Davila. Today on PTV, we've got a lot to talk about, with another senior spotlight, a look into Project Planet, Scholars Bowl, and Senioritis. We've also got a real page-turner story about the yearbook team. Finally, we'll end with a piece on Be Real. First up with sports, where football plays DeSoto at home this week for the military appreciation game. The soccer team played yesterday versus Atchison, and today plays versus Shawnee Heights, ending this week with Seaman at home. Volleyball plays at Piper today. Good luck to all of our athletes this week. Now, on to another Acacia event with Miss Riddle explaining Scholars Bowl.
Well, Scholars Bowl is an academic competition, a little bit like Jeopardy, except that your answer does not have to be in the form of a question. Students in a typical round are asked questions from science, social studies, math, and English, 3 each of those, 2 fine arts, a current events question, and in a good tournament, a foreign language translation question. And you can progress in a round by, winning, and you can earn a letter, just like any KSHSAA approved activity, and it's a lot of fun. Our group practices on Friday mornings at 7 and on Tuesday afternoons after school in room 213, and tournaments don't start until mid-October. When they do, they're by invitation, so we've been invited to schools all around the metro and Topeka, and even our former team captain, who's going to be on NBC's Capital One this week, when she first started, felt a little intimidated because the older kids knew more than she did, which is normal. But you just keep learning and keep improving, and by the time you're a junior or senior, you're on the varsity team and winning the regional championship.
If you have any questions, see Miss Riddle in room 213. Now we go to Bella Babbage with some information on Project Planet. Over to you, Bella.
One of the many fantastic clubs we offer here at LHS is Project Planet.
I'm Connie Diaz. I'm a senior and I'm Project Planet president. Project Planet is our environmentalist club here in the school,
which engages in activities such as
Project Planet. This year we have our big goal for the year is having a plant sale this spring. We are gonna grow plants for it in the greenhouse. We applied for a grant to see if we can get help with that. If not, we're planning on doing some fundraisers for the plant sale itself, and I'm really excited for it.
If you have a passion for protecting our planet, check out the club Project Planet. This has been Bella B with PTV.
Thanks, Bella. If you're interested in any of these clubs, see their respective sponsors. Now we have to talk about a new bug going around that's affecting seniors here at LV. Here's Liam Mandeville on Senioritis.
I'm Liam with PTV, and I'm here to talk about the cultural phenomenon known as senioritis. What is senioritis? Senioritis is a trend associated with high school seniors that is typically associated with a decline in academic performance and motivation. I'm here to talk about whether or not this is a real issue facing LVHS this school year.
It's pretty overwhelming because there's a lot of schoolwork, but also all the teachers that you get help from, and pretty much all the teachers are talking about is college, scholarships, what you need to do to get in and what you need to be focusing on right now, but then you got your schoolwork and then yourself, and it's a whole lot.
Moving pretty fast and yet super slow. The new schedule absolutely sucks. Mondays feel like torture, and then the classes are weird because I see them one day and I don't see them for another 2 days after that, so it's really weird.
Not too bad. It's been going pretty good so far. I'm not too worried about it.
Many seniors this year have been having a great start to their senior year.
Yes. I am doing high school here and PCC, and it's pretty overwhelming. And when I get home from school, I don't want to do any schoolwork. I just want to lay there all day, and I'm not really motivated to get up early and get ready for school anymore or anything like that.
Yes, there have been a multitude of days where I do not want to get out of bed. I'll miss drill practice because I just simply do not want to get out of bed. I have zero motivation, and then I have work after school most days, and that's just even worse.
Been going around. not skipping class, and representing LV for football. So.
Yes, I've been relatively keeping up with things, but that doesn't mean I want to.
Many seniors at LVHS cannot wait for graduation to get here.
Yes, I am very excited. I'm ready to be out of high school and starting my future.
Sometimes I wish I was graduating at semester like most people, but I have calves, so I can't really do that.
Definitely. I'm ready to go elsewhere. If I'm not moving, I'm not happy generally.
Even though many seniors are feeling the senioritis this school year, many seniors are still looking forward to many things this upcoming school year.
Theater, and I'm looking forward to, well, we have like cuts this week, so if I make the cuts, then I'll be excited to do hair and makeup for theater and stuff.
That's cool. This was amazing last year, and Jackie Goodman, I think, is the CSM this year, so I think it'll be great.
Winning football games. That's it.
Like no drama and bettering myself.
Thanks, Liam, and enjoy your last few months, seniors. The countdown to May has begun. Speaking of May, this year's yearbook is released that month, with the yearbook team taking a trip to the processing plant last Wednesday. Over to Brady Waters with more information.
Let's take a closer look at what this year's yearbook editor Gracie Bachman learned on their trip to the Herff Jones yearbook plant.
I learned that the way that the book was put together and the different machines that were used to do so, and that our book is created in sections, and which I actually didn't know. I figured it was all it was 2 parts, but there's actually more to it than that. The purpose of the field trip was to go and get ideas for our book. We needed to create the cover, so we worked with someone who helped us do that, and it was to give us a better view of how our book was made. You can buy them now. I think they're $55 now, and then the price goes up around December, I think so. So you definitely want to buy your books sooner rather than later because the price will go up. So.
Thanks, Brady. The yearbook staff got lots of ideas for the book. Now we'll go to Roman Johnson, who's this week's Senior Spotlight.
Hi guys, so for those of you who don't already know, my name is Roman. I'm a senior here at Leavenworth, and I'm going to be answering some questions about my time here, some stuff that I've done, and what I plan to do after I'm out of here. So to start off, how's my experience at Leavenworth been so far? I've thoroughly enjoyed being here. So some of you may already know, I haven't been at Leavenworth for all 4 years. I started off my freshman year at Patton. But one thing that I think I can definitely attest to is that Leavenworth has a very welcoming environment and a very open community. This is the kind of school where you don't have to be here very long to already feel like you're a part of the group. There's somewhere for everyone to fit into, and everyone has a group that they can belong to and be a part of. So I think that's one of my favorite parts about the school. And another thing that I like about it is that when you do have a group of people who you get along really well with, they can help you to stay on top of work. They help you to get involved with the school. They help you to, I guess, sort of be the best person you can, become your best self, and you can help them to be the best that they can. So overall, I really do like the school's environment, and I think that my experience here has been a pretty good one. So next up, my accomplishments and roles of leadership that I've had. So there's a lot of these. So to start off, I'm the Battalion Executive Officer over in JROTC, which I've been doing for 4 years, arguably too long. Outside of ROTC, I've been in Student Council for 2 years now. I'm a part of Pioneer Ambassadors, as well as Mentors, K-Club, where I'm this year's president. Last year I did Junior Class Cabinet. That was pretty fun. I'm also in National Honor Society, where I'm this year's secretary. And this year I'm joining DECA, which is a pretty new experience. And then outside of the high school, I'm also the senior patrol leader of the Fort Leavenworth Boy Scout troop, so that's something else I have. As far as awards I've received, there's the Veterans of Foreign Wars Auxiliary Award, which I got freshman year, the American Legion Citizenship Award, which I received sophomore year, and then last year I received the Sons of the American Revolution Award. And then I think the accomplishment that I'm most proud of is probably the Presidential Medal for Volunteer Service. I received this from the Office of President Biden for completing 100 hours of community service throughout last school year. So then, as far as what accomplishments I have this year, I would say the main one is making the varsity team for Raiders. I've been doing it since freshman year. When I started off, I wasn't that good. So to reach that point this year is a pretty significant achievement for me. And then the other goal that I have as far as future accomplishments is really just being able to manage both 5 AP classes and a ton of extracurricular commitments and college applications, which brings us into the next part, which is my tentative future plan. So I plan to study law at whatever school I go to. And then, see, the thing about law is it's a really intensive process. It's a lot of work, a lot of studying, a lot of really hard tests. But once you have your certification, it's applicable to either the military, on the civil level, on the federal level. It's very easy to, well, not, I wouldn't say easy, but there's a lot of different fields that you can go into within the overall legal branch once you have your certifications. So I'd like to get a lot of the harder stuff out of the way as soon as I can so that then I have a lot of different options going off of there. So as far as colleges that I'm looking at, I'm planning on applying to the University of Virginia, Cornell University, Vanderbilt, Texas A&M, and College of William & Mary. I'm also looking at the service academies like Air Force Academy, West Point. I actually have an interview with Senator Moran about a nomination for West Point this weekend, so I guess we'll see how that goes. So yeah, overall, I think my experience here at Leavenworth has been a pretty good one. It's definitely been memorable for all of the highs and the lows, the good and the maybe not so good. And I think overall it's all been a pretty significant learning experience. And I think most of us who have been here for some time can agree that whether it's been good or bad, that we've definitely learned a lot, either about ourselves or about those around us. So, yeah.
Thanks, Roman, and thanks, Sage. Be sure to tune in next week to see who Roman chooses for his senior spotlight. Finally, we'll end with Annalise Murphy, who has a dive into Be Real.
Hey, Pioneers. You may have heard of a viral app going around right now named Be Real. Be Real is a photo sharing app that prompts users to post one unfiltered photo a day. This app launched in late 2019, but it really started to explode in mid-2022. It's currently the top social networking app on the App Store and has been installed roughly 29.5 million times. This app gives you 2 minutes to take a photo and share it with your followers. It's not really just one photo either. Be Real uses your front and back camera to snap a selfie along with whatever you're doing at the same time. The 2-minute countdown means there's no time for planning, no primping, no content botching, nothing. Just share whatever you're doing when the notification comes up, which may be at 10 a.m., 11 a.m., 4 p.m., whatever happens that day. Once you've posted your Be Real, you'll be able to browse through your friends' posts and see what they're up to as well. Unlike every other social media platform, there's not really an option to simply like other people's photos. If you want to engage with a post, you have to take a reaction selfie or write a comment. Pioneers and other students around the world have been having a great time using this app with friends or around school. But remember, Pioneers, don't let it be a distraction in school. But we love seeing your Friday Night Light posts. This app is a great way to engage and bring together a new sense of what all of our friends have been up to. It's time to be real, Pioneers.
That's all we have today, Pioneers. See you all next week.